The other day, I was in the morning after this work period, after I had a cup of coffee, and then I just walked to these stone stairs, that leads to the land behind, right? There's the stone stairs over there. So then I was just, I had no any particular thought. I don't even remember. That's why probably I didn't have really thinking about anything, but just maybe was enjoying after coffee this help of caffeine. And then I was walking steps, and then suddenly, like just beside me, something was flying, and then, and then was really loud. And I saw, and then a frog. But in a frog, it's not very, very little, but about this size. But because it's a stone, it's not supposed to have big, loud sound. It as if it's slamming it's his body to the rock, and then maybe. But probably animal doesn't think about suicide. But he was like, was really jumping so far, like bah, going down. And then I saw actually was a little like a slow motion. Its legs were like kind of a little scatter, which means when if you have seen this frog is jumping, they are quite focused and balanced when they jump, right? Their two legs are kind of quite still, even if it's in the air. But I saw actually its legs were like scattering, and a big jump, and it's crazy. So it went down to these grables and keep just jumping toward some air. And then it was funny, and then I just turned around, and then there was a snake. Yeah, there was a snake. So I had no idea that I would happen to be between this life and death matter. Happens in life. So we meditate, and then we think maybe sometimes we do nothing. Literally, we do nothing. I mean, we hope actually, but things keep going on, and sometimes you don't really are not distracted or get lost in your thought. Something interesting happen. It's not like superpower things, but I would say sometimes it's even greater than superpower, because we are involved in this kind of realm of life and death, and we never know when actually our meditation work. Of course, if you recognize, then that's wonderful, and that means actually you are ready to maybe teach or guide some people even.
You can explain about the three elements, faith, courage, and the third one, I don't remember.
Yeah. So a little some kind of using metaphors, like that's in also our in Kongan book. Like a great faith is like, for example, someone like who get lost in the desert. You probably have been desert, but I mean really. So maybe get lost, and then for about 2 days still survived, and the only thing that he longing for is water, because he's dying for thirsty, right? So or like this the hen, this chicken, female chicken, the hen, when she has this egg, and then to, how do you call this, hatch this egg into chick that usually, sit on there, kind of hugging. And I heard actually she rolls it regularly so that the egg actually gets the worms equally. And then you really, she has to do it persistently for a while. And then has no other thinking but only, just, rolling it regularly. I don't know if the hen actually understands it, then it will hatch into chick or not. But, I think the universal law probably gives this kind of animals also some kind of intuition why. So it just keeps doing, no matter what happens. And then at some moment, the chick hatches out this egg. So great faith is something like that. No matter what happens outside condition, like even during our retreat, many things can happen. Relatively, our retreat is very organized. The schedule is already fixed, and everything is kind of protected by many kind of schedule and the supervisors. But still, many things can happen. Oh, this kind of people appear. Oh, the people I really liked but left the Kyol Che. Or, oh, today there is some public Dharma token ceremony. Why people don't understand we are meditating? Why they make so much noise and talk loudly? So this and that outside the condition, or even inside your condition, like emotions, some memories from the past, or some anxiety about your future. No matter what happens, inside, outside you, like the hen just sitting on the egg, you just keep going straight. That's something like great faith. So in Buddhism, what do you believe in? Yeah, Buddha said everybody has already Buddha nature, all sentient beings, but only their delusive ideas blocks, obscure this true self, so that this deluded I become the host, the true I become the slave of this, deluded I. So someday you can become Buddha also. You should have the faith, because that's what Buddha said. After all, he's a hard practice. So, but also that kind of great faith means you just keep going straight and believe in that Buddha nature 100%. And the great encouragement, often in Zen tradition, the eminent teachers used to ask the students, like a very important question: do you know who you are? Or do you know where you will go after you die? And then why do you live this life? And you can answer none of them. So that's truly kind of sad things, because we human beings have no idea why we live this life, basically. Because, we don't know where we are from, we don't know where we'll go. That means actually most of people don't understand the true meaning of this life. So that's truly something almost like a miserable. So if you actually think about it, you cannot help just having this great encouragement. You should wake up. You should really find the answers and some solution for that matters. So that's a great encouragement. There is a very interesting kind of story about, we used to compare to the cats and the mouse when we talk about this great encouragement also. It's like when the cat tried to catch the mouse, the mouse just run away into some small hole, and the cat is waiting until this mouse appear, maybe get out of this hole, and the mouse is like looking at that, and then like even some like the cats when they are focusing on something, especially some like insect or bugs or especially the mouse, even we try to try to shoot them away or try to spoil their concentration, they wouldn't move. They even don't turn around. A complete one focused mind, right? So that's something like great encouragement. When you again think about like some kind of this unclarity about your own life or any unsolved problems in life, then it's hard not to have this kind of encouragement. And then a great doubt or great question is, as actually from this story, we human beings seem to understand so many things. There are so many like smart people, but if we ask them, "Who truly are you?" almost none of them can give a clear answer, right? But if we ask them about, how do you, what is the best way to fly to Israel? Then you can Google, or you already have very good information. Then you can say great answers. Or how do you build a house saving a lot of money? Then some people who are professional can give you brilliant answers. But there are so many things that human beings seem to understand. But when we ask them, "Who are you?" truly don't know. So there are different kind of questions. Some questions you can use your logic, you can use your knowledge or some intelligence, but that kind of question, "Who are you?" it's not possible to answer that with such your logic or intelligence. So that we call particularly a great question, great doubt. So these three things in Zen we call the three elements necessary. But of course, if you practice sincerely, someday you actually have some kind of intuition. These three things are not basically different. Like if you have only one of them, actually you don't have balance. That means the three things are in one body. When you have great faith, you already have a great question, great encouragement. When you have this authentic encouragement, you already got great faith and a great question. You have a great question, "Who am I?" Who are you? Don't know. Only don't know 100%. Then there's no separation, you and the universe. The before thinking. Then your substance, the whole universe substance at the moment, same. That is already great faith, and there is already great encouragement there. So we can also, say that way. So those are kind of great three elements in Zen practice. Okay, so it's important.
Thank you.
There's one kind of a story. So again, a story about snake. There was one old woman, 보살님, and then she had this hen, chicken, and the hen every day gives one egg, just one egg. So this old lady always enjoyed, one egg per day because the hen always give this egg. And one day she went there. The hen always at the same time gives this egg, the birds, and then this old lady go and pick it up to cook. One day she went at the same time. Of course, she expected there must be an egg already there, but there is no egg. So she was quite, surprised. And that whole day, she didn't see the egg. And next day, same time, she went there. No egg. Now she is a little puzzled. And maybe she thought, oh, maybe the hen is sick, the chicken. So it was very strange because the chicken looks quite healthy still. And she cannot really think about any reason why she stopped giving this egg. So she was hiding herself one day, and then she watched around the time when the eggs used to come out. And she saw a snake. Actually, the hen gave the egg, and then the snake appear, and then catch the egg and disappear. So the snake was the thief. So she let the guy do maybe 1 or 2 days, and the snake always appeared at the same time, and snatch the egg and then disappear. So one day she, was not very happy, of course. So she made this wooden egg. She carved and then make a kind of out of wood. She made the egg, and then before the snake appeared, she switched. Yeah, she took the egg, but then she placed the wooden egg there, and the snake had no idea, and then snatched it and swallowed it. She saw that, the grandma. And then actually the snake went to some forest, and then she chased, and then she was still hiding herself, and then watched what's going to happen. And she saw this snake in trouble. Because now the snake kind of twisting its body because cannot really probably swallow or digest it already. And then there was very interesting happen because the snake was kind of stumbling a little bit, and then the snake sit I don't know in English how to call, the snake usually sometimes sit like this, right? And then meditate. What is this? What is this egg? I guess. What is this? Great doubt. Great question. And after a while, she saw snake started throwing up something. And this wooden egg was chopped and coming out of this snake mouth. So even snake has this great question. Chop this wooden egg up and then throw up. So it's a story. Actually, it's a Zen Buddhism story. It's a really powerful. It's really powerful. Probably more than this, because our this spiritual activity is beyond life and death. We used to hear that word, but who truly believes in it? Oh, yeah. Just a few days ago, someone emailed me, and then he was asking, when you really ill, when you are really have a great deal with, particular sickness or disease, you just want to try anything that possible. So because this guy also practiced already Zen, he was asked, I think he said on the way he read about one Tibetan teacher's, some great master's book. It was about it's about a healing, how to heal these all disease things. using meditation, using your actually consciousness through meditation. So, although the human life is limited, you can still make your condition better, and maybe it can help you to live a little longer. And then in that book, he said there is some mention about this visualization meditation. So he was asking if he understands in Zen practice, Zen tradition, we kind of tend not to use such kind of meditation technique. So he was wondering if he can use it, and then if he may do, then if I can explain a little more the detail how do this visualization meditation. So I first relate to how probably desperately he's trying to find any way that can help his health condition. That's very natural. So I first told him that he can try that. Like in Zen, actually, there's no such a like a boundary or any. We don't really prohibit or ban any particular way to practice. Also, in our tradition, we also have some kind of a similar way. Like, for example, like Kwan chanting. When you do Kwan chanting during chanting time, then basically, you actually sometimes visualize this image of Kwan the image of compassion, and then you actually literally call out her name, Kwan and also your mind try to become one with like this compassion of Kwan. And then if you sincerely, regularly try that, someday, like one moment, you feel like, oh, you are Kwan is me. You don't even have that kind of thought, but just, have a moment of this oneness. There's no separation, you and Kwan. That means, again, you are the universe is you. And then just very naturally, I think your body kind of opened, which means have some very sound, decent kind of sensation. And also your mind become very clear. So that's actually a not very different way. But in Zen, kind of one unique characteristics of Zen practice is we actually, from the very beginning, approach the very basic point, which we call substance. What's the true nature of all of this? You and everything in the universe, the substance. In Zen, actually, from the very beginning, we actually start with that. So we don't talk about that. Okay, first you maybe imagine this or that. You try to keep this kind of or that kind of feeling, or rather than that, directly we start from that core point, the very basis, your substance. Like there are many ways to get to the top of this mountain, right? There are many trails. Some trails, go around. Some trails go straight up. Sometimes maybe people just take a helicopter and just boom. So there are many ways to get to there. And the goal is all same. But only there's, different trails, different ways. So Zen is one of them. And it's very straightforward. So if you connect with this, I would say it's kind of shortcut, because no matter how healthy you are, or no matter how good you take care of your body, we all understand someday we die. Someday this body disappear. And then, of course, it doesn't mean that because of that, we, I'm not saying that we should be neglect, about our health. It's not about that. But it's like we should find, we want to find the very basic solution, the primary solution of all problems, mind or body. So, for example, like someone has maybe a headache. Someone has a headache often. Someone has a headache very often. And then, there are some ways. One popular way, you keep taking aspirin, Tylenol, right? And it goes away. And again, headache goes away. But you want to find the like ultimate, like a basic cause of this headache so often. Then you will go to the doctor, and then you will check up. Oh, the doctor found actually your spine, one of the spine, kind of twisted, has a problem, so it always causes some headache. So he got treatment, spine, and then, much less frequent. Like the headache happens much, much less, because actually fixed the primary cause. So our life problem also something like that. For example, many you have probably some we have. I have experienced many people rely on what, like when they have life problem, especially mind problem. They go with alcohol, they go for maybe drug, they go for maybe a nightclub, or they go for something very, then they can forget about this, suffering for a while, temporary. But it never ends, because it's only temporary solution, right? I want to have a good feeling, so I drink a coffee, but maybe drink coffee maybe 8 times. I do only 1 time, trying. And or in worst case, some people take maybe drug, and then you see it never actually solve the problem. Actually, often it makes it worse. Even some spiritual practices like that. If you attach too much good feeling, this way of meditation or this kind of such a meditation technique gives you very good feeling, which is helpful. But I'm trying to a little compare. It's all, like maybe aspirin. You feel very good, and then suddenly something happened in your real life, and you're out of this control with your feeling. So we try to find the very cause in basis, like ultimate cause of this all kind of problems and suffering, life, and sickness and death. So then we want to find out a way to heal, to solve this ultimate problem. And that's what Buddha taught, right? Yeah, there is a suffering. How to fix it? And there is also a saying, especially in Zen, originally there is no life, no death. If someone attained that, then it would be very different for that kind of person to approach with all kind of life problem, like even a disease or sickness. So I a little try to share with this guy that trying to kind of healed from this disease is very natural, and actually we should take care. But also we should always remind ourselves, where this, all sickness and life kind of issues or suffering are from. That's what Professor shared this, like this guard. He checks everything, but actually he wasn't aware who he is. Only maybe he looking at the reflection on the mirror. Oh, he thought, okay, that's there. Yeah, often we think, have that kind of mistake. So, yeah, it's important to try to attain this the very basic kind of cause of all of these issues. And then, although our body disappear, but still there is we used to call that, there's your true self never appear and disappear. That's, I think, important.
Okay, guys, it's quite long, but I will try to translate in English.
Yeah. You don't know? Okay. 짧게.
짧게.
In
Okay.
sum.
So my question is, shortly, I ask about the greatest thought. So when I'm practicing, I ask to myself, who am I? What is this? And I feel like it's on pressure. So instead of that, just living in the moment without judgment was more helpful to me. So I asked to him, is this the right way to practice? And or am I just living the moment in a society just without judgment mind, which is better in a long-term perspective? And he asked me, what is most important to you? And I replied back, like, nothing but my peace. And he said, then just keep the only the no mind, then practice. Yeah, so I said yes. It's very short version of our conversation.
Yeah, yeah, it's a very good summarize, and because often when we practice, we get lost in the method of this practice, like keeping great question, or keep don't know mind, or should I just let go, moment to moment. Actually, all of those techniques pointing out the same thing. Only if you start checking what you are doing, and especially if whether it's good or bad for yourself, then confusion arises. That's why Zen Master Sahn always emphasized on just doing it. You already have a clear direction. I'm sure each of you have great direction. Maybe it's not super clear yet, but everyone wish to find your own true nature. And also, I can see everybody wish to help all beings as much as possible. That's already great direction. Sometimes it becomes not clear. Why? When your mind kind of get lost in this and that, all the dualism, like whether this way is better or whether that way is better, or does this mean this or that? Then actually not just your practice become weak, but also your direction become unclear. So that's why Zen Master Sung, I think he found this great English word, internationally, just to do it. When you do it, just to do it. That means that you are not involved in these dualistic ideas. Especially when you're living in this kind of community, it's very obvious that we go right direction. No matter what you do, especially this kind of retreat, it was already clear. Only when you start checking, then you actually make a confusion for yourself. So why just doing it important? You already have a good direction, especially in this kind of group retreat. The next thing you will have to do is just to do it, which means you grow your gut. Your Zen Master Sung used to say it's your center, which means your substance before thinking mind. Because that's the foundation of every activity in life. Then you are not moving. Your mind is not moving. So just doing is very important. I know there are millions great techniques and methods in practice, spiritual practice. You want to try every single one? I used to say I respect all different kind of tradition or spiritual kind of way, but I used to feel like my time is not enough even to master my own technique. I know it's very simple, but as you said, it was a pain. I know, just to do it or only don't know. But I used to get lost. It's not easy. Then it's a pain because you see yourself failing, keep failing. Which means it's a simple technique, but still not easy to master it. So I had to be a little clever. Should I actually try every single technique? Although I don't have enough time to master my own technique that already I started. Anyway, this is my own experience. Maybe other people have different experiences. So that's what, Prabhupada Zen Master Sung said, just do it. When you have this authentic don't know, it's not opposite like a meaning of don't know. It's not about the opposite of I know something. Only don't know means actually your mind return to before thinking mind, any opposite ideas. So when you don't know, actually you can just do it, moment to moment. So that really make your center, your gut, your true self become clear, stronger. Yeah. So that's kind of the way we practice here. If you taste, then it's very simple yet clear. And then that becomes the basis of every single activity in daily life. It extends even to the matter of life and death. That's why Buddhism, Zen says, originally there is no life and death. Do you truly wish to attain it? Then you get big key, like a master key, you can open any kind of lock. So that's how I would put about this. So I hope you entered this retreat. Why not try? But of course, again, as the professor said, like this monk, this great doubt is not about oppressing yourself, making yourself feeling kind of be stressful with the question. It's not like generating the question. You just become this question. Great. You and the great question become one. No subject, no object. I'm keeping great questions, so my practice is great. It's a big mistake. Because there is a big subject, big object, big separation. It's not Hwadu. It's not great question. Technically, okay? You become the question, which means very light and very, what can I say, balanced. Okay, should be enough. Okay, thank you.